He doesn't want to be your foe.
No, but the way he coming, maybe because Doughboy understands, right, bro. I don't know the nigga don't know me. So I'm going to come in and shake his hand, dap him up, and maybe I can sit at his table and tap him.
But you were just saying that Doughboy is gay.
I said the shit Doughboy did was gay, and I didn't appreciate it.
He was saying he could tell by the way you hit your vape that you're zesty.
No, I didn't say that. The women said that.
The women said that.
The women said that. And Doughboy know at his age, 40-something years old, how the we gonna look at that. He know that.
Hitting
especially when, so I'm gonna tell you what you did, Doughboy, and you gonna see it. See, when you gotta understand Adam, he's gonna keep playing on it. So since that, he's saying you bouncing off his when you naked. See,
I did say that, but I was just joking.
No. Hold on, Doughboy. You know we don't, bro. See what I'm saying? You can't set yourself up, because once you do that to the world, they like, yo, what the f is going on here? And when Adam start playing with you like that, at that point, you could never be offended, bro.
You're gay forever.
I'm just bro, this nigga,
he's a comedian. I think he can take.
Well, Adam's been playing with you like that since you've been on the show. You know, and you've accepted that. You know, you done told everybody, man, that's just how Adam is. Adam done talked about sticking fingers in you. We know you like the finger shit. Adam done talking about, you know, putting the strap on. All kinds of stuff to you, and you've accepted it. But you talking about somebody else. You really got to take a look in the mirror first, though, Wack. You know, before you judge these other people. And, you know, Wack feels like because he has more going on with these individuals, then, you know, he could talk about them the way he wants to talk about them. And he doesn't want to look in the mirror because Adam does it to you all the time.
The fucking joke, dude.
Doughboy 79, 80, baby, right?
Yeah, 79.
You know better, bro. You know that. If you got a big brother or uncle and he seen that, he'd be on your ass.
Right, but see, I knew people would react to the picture when he put it up. But it was, I just knew.
I know what you say it is, bro, but you got to keep in mind who the you are, bro. I'm just, do it how you want to do it, bro. Because listen, I'm fighting for you. The ladies, you did some shit with your vape and with your wrist. They like, oh, no, he kind of zesty. I'm like, nah, I don't think, bro, on some real shit. I said, I call my wife right now. They was all watching, regular ladies.
Hey, Wack, you ain't going to call Kim right now. Stop lying, bro. You wasn't sitting down with Kim watching anything, man. So why you sitting there just lying? You don't even have no conversations with that woman, man. What you mean you gonna call your wife? Just tell everybody you gonna call your girl, man. You gotta relax, bro. Straight up. You really gotta relax, man.
I said, nah, bro, ain't that. I go to sleep, wake up in the morning, boom, the nigga naked at the table. So I'm like, God damn, bro, it's too early in the game for that shit. I mean, do it.
We're doing a weight loss challenge, so we had to take our clothes off to do the weigh-in.
Bro, listen, he could have did that. He could have went in the bathroom, got on the scale, took a picture of the scale, bro.
No, we did it on camera, and you should join the weight loss contest too.
No, because they in a total different topic. I'm going to tell you why they're
We all fat. You might have more money than them, but you ain't fat. You just as fat.
I'm going to tell you why they're in a different category. Because my body has muscle memory, right?
Okay.
I just changed my diet like 10 days ago, like literally, right? I know what I got to do, and once I start touching weights and shit, it's different for me.
Well, if you believe that your diet and exercise routine is so superior, then you should definitely take part in our contest.
I'm not taking part in that with no white boy requiring a brother to take his clothes off.
You can weigh in off camera.
Don't go on some real shit, brother to brother. You got to think, because dude be playing like that, bro.
Nah, I receive what you're saying.
You get what I'm saying? You know, and then I'm going to be real. This is how this work. Lord forbid you fall out.
Right.
You really
Then what? Well, because I'm going to tell everybody we were.
You going to tell, you whatever.
Super gay.
He going to run it up, bro. So you got to, you know, just remember this. All friends are potential enemies. When a nigga come like an enemy, then he's a real op. Like dude coming like a real enemy.
Yeah, don't let.
Listen here. Wack is just I'm saying, like, when he talks, if you let him talk, he'll tell you who he is. The boy just said all friends are potential enemies. But let him tell it. He's coming to you as a friend. You know, this is what he told me. I'm coming to you as a friend. I'm coming to you as a brother. I know what type of dude you is. Yeah, you ain't nobody's friend. Anybody that you get next to, you're trying to use them, manipulate them for your personal reasons. And if they don't go with your way, what you want them to do, then you go against them. But you try to get next to them first. Yeah. You let him just say what he's saying. He let you know, for real.
Because I'm gonna tell the world if we fall out.
See what I'm saying? Like, you did it to, bro. You nigga, if you was some little youngster, if you was a youngster, but bro, I'm a 77 baby. We the same era. We know better. You had an uncle, nigga, who was up on what's going on. He'd be on your ass. You know it.
Yeah, I got a bunch of text messages and phone calls, so I get it.
Only thing I'm saying, brother, is like, Adam don't understand he's Adam. I don't expect bro to be, do I think Adam's gay? No. Do I think he has gay tendencies? Absolutely. You don't hear let a transgender sit on his lap? He cool with the shit.
Right.
He'll wear thongs and you know, that's him. But that's white boy shit, grab ass shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Wack, you told everybody that you study him though, Wack. Let's be real. You told everybody that you study transgenders, bro. So I don't know, what do we call that? You know, because you came out of your mouth and said that you study transgenders. That right there was wild. You know what I'm saying? Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. Listen to him though.
If I found out this morning that R&B was a transgender, I done been up in this thing so motherfucking much. I ain't gonna even go nowhere, my nigga. So I understand the thing. But evidently this is a real woman. I've been studying, I've been reading up on transgenders. Everything y'all do.
Okay.
Everything y'all do.
I don't know.
Nadi, you have to, like right now when you talk, you know your brain is the message center, right? PTR, see the PTR, see that? No filter.
Nah, don't that Wack.
No filter, no makeup.
That's a man, Wack.
Huh?
That's
Fox is a man?
I think so. That's the same. Is that the same Fox that be over in the other rooms? The one that Baltimore Fox? Is that Baltimore?
Bring Fox up.
Is that Baltimore? I don't want to disrespect. My bad. Cause I got another Fox.
Let me go to the Charlie. Hold on.
Yes, it is. It's the trans.
It's my God. I told you.
I'm gonna keep it 100. If I found out this morning that R&B was a transgender, I done been up in this thing so motherfucking much. I ain't gonna even go nowhere, my nigga. So I understand the thing. But evidently this is a real woman. I've been studying, I've been reading up on transgenders. Everything y'all do.
Okay.
Everything y'all do.
I don't know.
Nadi, you have to, like right now when you talk, you know your brain is the message center, right?
Hey, yo, why is this man telling the transgender that you know that the brain, that the transgender's brain is the message center? Like, yo. Hey, Wack, you gotta relax, bro. Straight up. You really gotta relax with this one, bro. Oh, man. You gotta relax, Wack. You out of control. And I see why Wack is like, you know, so crazy when he's talking about the transgenders and shit. You study them, bro. You real curious. You know, you shouldn't be talking about anybody else anything with the transgenders or anything, bro. You shouldn't do that, Wack. You study them. I've never heard a man until Wack say anything like that, and y'all hear that shit. Has anybody in the chat ever heard a heterosexual man saying that they study transgenders and that they would leave? They wouldn't leave their woman if they found out that they was a transgender. I've never heard that. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, this is my first time ever hearing something like this with Wack. Like, I've never heard no other man say anything nowhere near close to that. That shit is just out of pocket.
I'm gonna keep it 100. If I found out this morning that R&B was a transgender, I done been up in this thing so motherfucking much. I ain't gonna even go nowhere, my nigga. So I understand the thing. But evidently, this is a real woman. I've been studying. I've been reading up on transgenders. Everything y'all do.
Okay.
Everything y'all do.
I don't know.
Nadi, you have to, like right now when you talk, you know your brain is the message center, right?
Yeah. Well, y'all hear that, man. Y'all can let me know what you guys think about that. I just find it very, very strange.
I'm gonna keep it 100. If I found out this morning that R&B was a transgender, I done been up in this thing so motherfucking much. I ain't gonna even go nowhere, my nigga. So I understand the thing. But evidently, this is a real woman. I've been studying. I've been reading up on transgenders. Everything y'all do.
Okay.
Everything y'all do.
I don't know.
Nadi, you have to, like right now when you talk, you know your brain is the message center, right?
Yeah, we know what type time.
PTR. See the PTR? See that? No filter.
Nah, don't that Wack.
No filter. No makeup.
That's a man, Wack.
Huh? Fox is a man?
I think so. That's the same. Is that the same Fox that be over in the other rooms? The one that Baltimore Fox? Is that Baltimore?
Bring Fox up.
Is that Baltimore? I don't want to disrespect. My bad. Because I got another Fox.
Let me go to the Charlie. Hold on.
Yes, it is. It's the trans.
Oh my God! I told you.
Yeah, shout out to all y'all, man. We back at it, man. Smash that like button, hit that subscribe button. The hate be real.
You can't do where you grow up at.
Sac.
I grew up in Sacramento. I'm from Sacramento.
You grew up in Sac.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to live in Sac.
They're both from Sac.
Yeah.
Nigga, I had a shootout in the Hard Mall. 89. I live 89. Nigga, listen. 20.
Listen to Wack. He was 12 years old in 89. Wack said he had a shootout, man. You gotta be real, man. Hey, Wack, you gotta relax, bro. He said in 89, when he was 12 years old, he had a shootout in the mall. Listen to this guy.
518 X Street on my mama. That was our spot.
And
right off Broadway. Me, my brother, my G homies. I was I came up on the Greyhound bus.
You were 12 and you had a shootout.
I was running up. You want
fire?
Listen,
I'm not even gonna doubt it.
I can tell you the address I was at. 2518 X Street, right behind Broadway. The freeway entrance right at the U-Haul right there. Del Taco right there. In fact,
You got a case or not?
no, we got up out of there because we went up there back then. We went up there knocking sales 200-300. I tell you, they don't even call crackheads. They call them hubba heads. They call dope hubba. That's what they called it back then. Hubba.
We call them knocks.
They called it. Dope boy tell you.
So, like, hey, Wack, nobody believes you, bro. I just gotta be real. Nobody believes you, Wack. You mean to tell me when you was 12 that you had a shootout in the mall, but at 15, 16, you got locked up with a BB gun? That shit ain't making no sense, bro. I'm just being real. Nobody goes from toting real straps and busting real straps to toting BB guns. Like, you really gotta relax, bro. I'm telling you, the shit that you say, Wack, is just far-fetched, bro. That's like, don't even make sense. Does anybody know of somebody that was toting real straps and then they start toting BB guns and then they get all their time for shooting the BB gun and then proudly say that you had a CO2 cartridge? Like, come on, man. Yeah, I don't believe it. Not at all.
Back in them days, it was Hubbard. So when you come up there to a motherfucking backyard and you knocking sales 200-300 per, and you ain't from up there, and you talking about you ain't going nowhere, it led to something. So, you know, we did what we had to do, and we got to fuck up out of it. We had that 99 and got south.
But don't shoot Moose Man, all right?
Nah, I just do. I just don't like, look, bro, if I don't know a motherfucker, I don't listen. Even Ricky all right with me. He just, sometimes he gets caught up in these street conversations, and I think he's given an answer to the best of his ability. Because if a motherfucker leave out a detail here or there, right, he can't respond properly. He just responded to what they put on the table.
Yeah, what they provided.
Right? Ricky like my son. My son at L7. My son at the police academy right now.
Hard.
My son is a square. He's a hip square, but he's a square.
Then you should understand as well.
Nah, but my son
Hey, Wack, you gotta relax.
would never do what you do to a motherfucker he don't know.
But so, is he a square or a norte? We got to figure this out.
Hey, Wack, stop bringing your kids in the conversation, Wack. Like, you really gotta stop that, bro. I don't really feel like, you know, you're being truthful. You continue to bring them into conversation, but you're not truthful when you bring them into conversation. You know, you say, swear to God on your daughter, you're not being truthful. You say things about your son, you're not being truthful. And we all know fairy tales, straight up, you know? Yeah, he was a fairy. We know this. We know he was a fairy. So you gotta relax, bro. I'm just saying, Wack, like, leave him out of it, man. Yeah, okay, he's going to be a police officer. You encourage everybody to be a police officer, understandable. He wants to be like his father. His father is working with law enforcement, and he would love to be like his father. He sees that his father runs around and, you know, he's getting people indicted everywhere, and he would love to be like his father. We understand that.
Nah, you got to remember, Norteños is listen. When I was
never got a put on, so he's pretty whack.
No.
So
well, listen, he go to the joint.
No,
they gonna ask him, you a farmer?
Oh,
you are not. I know how this shit works. I was there when the Bulldogs dropped they red bandanas and grabbed the blue one. Soledad, I watched it. We brought the bandanas. So, and I told some Norteños the difference between y'all and Sureños. Y'all get to this penitentiary, then they start coming together because how they cities is situated, right?
Yeah.
Down here in LA, these little motherfuckers Sureños is gang banging like damn near out the womb and some organized shit. So then they go from the streets to prison already that. The Norteños got to get in there. You from Hansford, you from Madera,
This why Wack won't mess with them. Straight up, they coming out the womb ready, and you know they not playing no games. This why Wack picks and choose only to go at the black community. Yeah, he's not gonna go at people that are really on that, right? And I'm just being real. Black people only on that in their neighborhood. Yeah, they're the toughest guys ever inside of their neighborhood. You know, when you're around your neighborhood, you ready to jump on somebody and do whatever because they're in your neighborhood. But outside of that, a lot of individuals, they're not that. So I think Wack targets the black community because of that, when these other nationalities outside of their neighborhood, they gonna track you down. Straight up. Yeah, if they banging, they not thinking about the police. Hey, they on that. You know, so what I see.
From saying you from Stockton, then they got it may not be a solid gang on the street, but now you that. Now this dude right here, Flacco sent me the clip. I said, I don't even know the dude. I don't know why he getting into a Flacco. For what?
Nobody really does.
First, to be fair, same thing, bro. I just have
Bro, this I'm gonna let you know this, bro.
I'm not gonna be on no bullshit.
30% of the people I do business with right now today, I don't like. No, this is the fact.
Why is Queso calling me?
30% of the people I do business I don't like. But if I came in the door like you, I would have missed millions of dollars. Now you can take this how you want to take it.
I get that.
Sometimes you got to know when to hold him and know when to fold. Cause see, with a dude like you, I understand this game. See,
I'ma just say it like this though, Wack. Everybody is not looking at the game how you looking at the game of life, right? You worried about manipulating people with I would have missed millions. Understanding this in life, if something is destined for you, regardless if you go about it how Wack is saying or how you feel, it's gonna happen. If it's destined for you, it ain't just because, oh, Wack say if I don't do this and I do that. Nah, I don't have to align myself with the foul individual that I see is going at everybody to make it in life to a certain level. Like, where do you do that at? It's plenty of people that didn't go and deal with individuals that was like Wack and made it. That don't mean you gonna make it because you deal with Wack. And it's plenty of individuals that went and tried to deal with Wack and thought that they was gonna be able to go to another level dealing with Wack and messed up everything they had going on. Everything went backwards because they made a decision to go deal with Wack because people didn't want to deal with him because of who he is. We look at Blueface. Blueface music career went to crap because of Wack. Blueface wanted to do music, but because of Wack, the ceiling, the roof then caved in. Everything dropped on you. Nobody wants to deal with Wack. Game. Because of Wack. Game. Blueface. The artist. So, you know, the manipulation that Wack tries to put out there and make people think of things that are not true. You don't want to align yourself with somebody that's foul to get in position, because you'll end up putting yourself in a situation that you really don't want to be in. Now you subjected to be at the rules of somebody that we know is foul, and they keep using something over your head saying, if you don't do this, you ain't gonna have this. And that's the type of individual Wack is. If you don't do what he's saying and you use him for any stepping stool, he wants to bring it up in your face. Oh, if you don't do this, oh, this is gonna happen. You better do this or I ain't gonna give you this. Now, I don't want to deal with nobody that is gonna throw everything in my face to try to manipulate me and get to do what you want me to do. Now, I go find another route. It's another route for me. This just ain't the route. You know, I don't want to line up with that. And that's, you know, what he's trying to manipulate people. Oh, you're gonna miss millions of dollars. Man, you can get millions of dollars somewhere else. It's plenty of people that got millions of dollars that ain't deal with Wack. It's plenty of people and plenty of podcasters, plenty of YouTubers, TikTok, Twitch. It's plenty of people that did not deal with Wack to get to the level that they're at, way beyond Wack. So the shit that he's saying, it's like a manipulation tactic to make you think what he wants you to think so that he can control your brain and how you operate. This is like real rap.
Violence kills a nigga like you. I'll never respond. I just won't respond.
But I'll just move on. I think
but that's cool. But then you might have missed out on a boost or a play.
Yeah.
So why even? You get what I'm saying?
But I just want to see you. You know what I'm saying?
You can't listen. Okay, let me ask you
Make
something.
Wack great again.
Let me ask you something, bro. Majority of the shit we talk about, respectfully, for one, you a SA, you from up north. SAs where I'm from, they don't really get off into our politics and that shit. It ain't what they do. But you a SA and you from up north and you a non-affiliate. Yeah. What about what I've talked about that you feel like I said wrong? Because even if it's wrong.
Now listen to this right here, right? Wack initially wanted to intimidate him, right? He didn't allow Wack to intimidate him. Now Wack wants to reason with him. But understanding this about Wack, right? This is the way that he gets a lot of people comfortable that he dislikes. Now, after he gets the boy to reason with him, right? And, explain what the problem is, that's to make him comfortable to figure out how can he snake the boy. And then you'll see the real side of Wack. This is when you'll see the individual who he really is. Once he figures out, okay, I got him comfortable. Now it's my turn. Since he embarrassed me on the show in front of everybody, now I'm going to find a way to continue to embarrass him every chance I get because I got him comfortable. So it's important that you never allow him to get you comfortable because he's always going to be thinking of a way to get back. He said it many a times. He never forgets shit like this. He always holds on to these things. And he said it himself many a times. Smash that like button if you haven't already done so. Subscribe to the channel, man. And share this live. Shout out to all y'all.
Oh, you don't know what's right about it.
Yeah, or even just like the Ricky thing, I feel like
you stuck on Ricky.
That's his boy.
You said what? You can't speak on me, Spody and Ant, bro. You can't.
I can because you guys are on No Jumper and I'm no.
Yeah, but okay. So, what's me and Sporty's problem? Watch this.
Well, it was the DC Baby Draco thing, and then
no. What's the problem? What's the problem? I took the nigga to his
after the Gorillas podcast. I think you were spinning narratives on Spody, and then you said he got DP.
I spun what narrative? He did get DP. You want to bet on it?
I don't want to bet on that.
See, that's what I'm saying. As a Mexican from up north, look.
He doesn't even deny the DP.
He's not going to deny. Listen, we said it first. He should have a problem that we know. I'm a Damu, and Jaleesa is an up north bitch.
Hey, listen. This is how, he's able to manipulate people, right? From the way that he wants you to believe that he's a Damu, he's a Paru, but in all actuality, he's them people. He's not none of the things that he's trying to tell you, but the things that he won't tell you is who he really is. And when you listen to him, he's trying to get the bull comfortable now. Now you want to talk to him. But just a couple minutes ago, you saying you push it to bed. You know what I'm saying? Just a couple minutes ago, you telling everybody how you put shit to bed. Now you ain't telling him you gonna put nothing to bed. Now you want to see, why is he feel this way? Why do you feel this way about me? To get you comfortable, And then that's when he's gonna turn on you. So, Wack is the type of person that you really don't want to ever get next to, because he's gonna snake you any chance he get.
Right? So what I'm saying is, that's not a narrative, homie. See, spinning a narrative is when you saying some shit that may be untrue. That's a fact. Now, I shouldn't have known.
He doesn't know that. We have to trust your word for his.
No. I bet he won't put that on Fody Crip. He didn't get a DP. He'd have been did that.
But that's what upsets Fody.
But you wasn't even around though.
I know, but I watch everything.
So you think you can have? You think you got an opinion about some nigga street shit down south? Know what I'm saying? So you still didn't tell me the problem. The problem with me and Spody was this.
Hold up. The man told you how he looked at it and what he thought. Wack turn around and say that he can't talk about these things, and now you want to explain the problem with you and Sporty. Okay. Well, it seems like Wack has a problem with everybody that he feels that he can't control. And then what it seems like to me is eventually he manipulates these people with these problems that he has with them, and then he gets them under control because then they don't say too much about it. They all fall back. They don't want to say the things that they would have said before because of how he went at them. Straight up. Yeah, this is what I see.
Yeah. The nigga told me to go get DC Baby Draco's paperwork, and I went and got it. And when I went and got it and it showed dismissed, he still wanted to push the narrative that it wasn't dismissed. So I'm telling you, nigga, as a real street nigga, you can't do that.
In NorCal, DC's no good. That's why he came to LA. Because over the
what?
I know it got dismissed, but he's no good in NorCal. Yeah.
Bro, you can't speak on that.
I definitely do. I definitely can.
Huh?
His baby mama was an underage girl that he slept with.
You can't speak on that. All that got dismissed.
I'm from there.
It got dismissed. You're going off YouTube.
I know, but just because you beat the system don't mean that you didn't.
See, this is how much time you did in prison?
I never did.
How much time? How many cases you fought?
What?
How many cases you fought?
I never fought no case.
Geronimo Pratt, you know this, did 33 years, right? And after 33 years, what did they tell him? Oh, we found out you didn't do it. Right? Yeah. So for 33 years, an innocent motherfucker was a guilty man in the penitentiary, and they had to let him go, right? So you worse than the DA. So a man get accused of something, he get accused. So OJ was guilty of the murder too, right?
No, but I'm saying
no, that nigga was definitely guilty, but guess what? The nigga beat the motherfucker. So like Doughboy, if the DA and the jury say not guilty, I'm not finna tell a nigga he guilty.
That's a lie, Wack. That's a stone cold, bold-faced lie. You continue to put bad bones on multiple individuals on the internet while making up lies, creating fake documents about individuals to create your narrative. So you sitting here saying that you wouldn't do that to somebody is a bold-faced lie. Straight up, because you do it all the time. Now, in this situation, because you want to build the relationship with DC Baby Draco, now it's different. The dude is an opportunist, and he's always looking to do something that benefits him. It must be something beneficial about him dealing with DC Baby Draco. It has to be something real beneficial because he's going and doing the hood vlogs, and maybe he's able to get information from DC Baby Draco that he's able to provide to the authorities because DC Baby Draco is going into these hoods, doing these vlogs. He's able to detail certain things. So that could be the reason why he wants to be cool with DC Baby Draco. Now, we know he made up false allegations on T Grizzly. Straight up. He's made up false allegations on multiple people. But in this situation here, he wants something from the individual, so it has to go the way that he wants it to go. And there's plenty of people that have had cases that have been dismissed that Wack says why they were guilty. You can just look at his face and tell, dude is a liar.
Court system? Yeah. Black man, you're relying on the court system to be perfect? I don't think so.
Hey, bro, I've done time for shit that I didn't do. I know it ain't perfect.
And you might beat shit that you have done.
I definitely have done that. But what I'm saying is, where we come from, Mr. Norteño Mexican Paisa, if the paperwork say not guilty, we ain't holding against him.
I'm not against that. I work on actual moral code. So if he the little girl at one point, it's all bad.
But you still saying shit that he beat.
But that comes from the source. He still has a relationship with the mom.
You're still saying listen.
What if Moose knew for a fact that he did it?
Listen.
I know
Listen. Only way Moose would know for a fact he did it is if he was an underage nigga that Baby Draco f***ed, and I don't think he f*** with men. So this is what I'm saying. If I got a document, I don't know DC Baby Draco. Hey, bro, they tell me this. Give me your information. Most people know what I do. You know what that nigga would have did? Because it was just on the phone. He would have ducked me. He gave me all this info. We pulled it. His shit came back dismissed, bro.
Listen, I got it. Coming at you, Wack. I'm just saying there's people in NorCal that know deeper.
So what I'm telling you is my issue with Spody Face was you told me to pull the paperwork and I pulled it and it came back dismissed. And you that caught up in hating this nigga because he doing hood vlogs. Let's think about where the beef come from. He's doing hood vlogs. You don't want to. You selected politicking.
It was the way in which he was behaving in the hood vlogs, I think, and how he was directing them.
Bro, he can't behave no way. It's up to the niggas in the hood to behave. He is food in them. What is he talking about?
I'd have to agree with Wack on this one, bro. If somebody produced paperwork and they beat this shit, you can't like.
I'm not finna like.
No, it's different when it's little kids involved, though.
He beat that.
What if somebody f***s your little sister when she's underage and you know for a fact, but then he beats the case on a technicality or whatever?
Was it his little sister?
Are you just gonna let it go? Are you not mad about it?
What I'm telling you is.
No, but it could easily be someone where if he's on the ground floor that he could easily know the details of the situation. I don't even have a dog in this fight, but it's so obvious.
I'm gonna tell you why you got a dog. Hold on.
Know.
You got a dog in the fight. Hold on, all that. Since you siding with so funny bunny mother tried to put allegations on you. That was false, right?
Yes.
You understand what I'm saying? So you popping that at Adam too? Popping it at him. Oh, you scared, little boy? No, f*** all that. No, you saw it on the internet.
I had an article.
No. You said on it, the shit was everywhere. You said it. Did you see it on the internet?
And they were false.
Did you see? Okay, so how do you?
Listen to Wack. See, Wack is showing you his true character. He's showing his true character. Why did you bring up that Adam had accusations against him? In this moment, you brought up that Adam had accusations so that you can gain leverage in the conversation. But this is what he does with all the people that he deal with. He looks for things that he can bring up on them, and at certain times, he presents them. Out of this whole conversation, nobody said anything about Adam and his accusations that he's had. But you brought it up in the middle of this conversation. You see what type of dude he is. This is why I don't care what Wack says he can help you with. This is exactly why Wack is the type of dude that I don't want to deal with you on that level. Not at all. You hear me? Smash that like button. Hit that subscribe button, man. Shout out to all y'all.
You know his was false. He didn't go in court. He didn't go into a jury, to a trial in front of his peers.
Saying, yo, I know Adam and he really did it. I have that with DC.
All right, let's save some of this for next week too.
Man,
all right,
nigga can't come around me, bro. I with Doughboy all day.
I rock a rack too, man.
I ain't fucking with dude. He come in as an enemy. Let him be an enemy.
Doughboy gonna shoot for Moose. Yep.
Look at Wack, trying to butter Doughboy up, right? So that he can start manipulating him. This is what he do to people. Act like he on your side. Act like he rock with you for the sole purposes of using you for his advantage. It's a reason that he's doing it. It's a reason. You gotta watch out for people like Wack. It's like Wack is the type of person that you want to stay far away from. You don't want to be around him. You don't want to deal with him too closely because he's gonna snake everybody He's on here with Adam. He's going to snake Adam one day. It's going to be one day that he's really going to snake Adam. Well, he's already bought Loose Cannon and the IBM guys up there to jump on Jay Reed and Marciano. And Adam is being sued because of this. So we already know that Wack lined it up and he's acting like he didn't. So he put Adam in a situation with that. Yes. It's just the bull. He ain't right. I'm just telling you. You can see it.
Oh, I with no boy.
Business with, I don't like Wack. So
Yo, that was a crazy stat.
He said what?
That was a crazy stat.
What'd he say?
He said that he just repeated that 30% of the people that you do business with you don't like, which is
I don't do no business with you, bro.
No, he was just saying.
Hey,
what
bro,
you said.
listen, respectfully, Moose, whatever. You still have the mop in your hand, bro. You still mopping the hallways.
That's why I work.
Now, I want my money.
Now we demoting Lush. Lush is going to be the mopper.
You can't demote Lush. Listen, Lush could go live in front of this bitch and still do what he got to do. You made that bet. I'm going to see what kind of man you are.
I got you.
Yeah, okay. All right.
All right. Appreciate you guys.
All right, so-
Yeah, that was a lot, man.
Fucking weirdo, bro. Like, now what it is, they be like, how could I get some attention? And just that organically doing they shit or like using this. Hey, yo, Wack, you be fucking around on.
People are going to think that was like pre-planned
I ain't no pre-planned.
to hype up their show.
Who show?
My show with them.
I don't know. I tried to watch it. I had to walk out. It
On
ain't
Mondays.
my shit.
Shout out to Mondays.
It ain't my shit.
Well, what were
but
we
I
talking
see
about
where
that you didn't like? The trans people?
No, I see where you going with. No, it's just like I see where you going with it. You know what I'm saying? It's like a slower tempo thing.
No, we're just talking
And it's
about
some-
stuff that's not gangster shit.
Yeah, it's some worldly shit.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Trans women.
Yeah, y'all was talking about that. He was calling a woman as female or trans. I don't know.
We're going to go to...
So now, something else that I really want to point out, right? Wack says he never watches the shows at No Jumper. And we heard him say this on multiple times. I don't watch them shows. I got the biggest show and I don't watch none of them. Well, he sure knows the details about the conversations about the transgenders and other conversations they had on the show. How would you know these details if you've never watched or you never gonna watch none of the shows up there? Things that make you go, We know he's always watching the internet, the shows. Them people watch YouTube all the time. We know what Wack is.